Okay, so in this one, let's just jump into the Miami Herald's House of Cards. And look at the image there. They show the lady at 6'11", show the crack on the right wall when the witness statement states that she came out to close the door, she turned to the right, and she saw approximately a two finger thick crack. So, details matter. And this Dawn Lehman chick is just, her. It's just out of her depth. It's just such a trigger. And when I say Dawn Lehman, because it makes it clear that it's Dawn Lehman here that's stating such. Hold on, sorry, I've got to pull the phone back a little bit. And something else we're going to pull off on this one or work with. Near described feeling the floor begin to move side to side, almost like the top of an unstable folding table as the desk collapsed. Okay, as the deck collapsed, rather. Okay, so his story has just changed so much, so I can't take anything he says truthfully. And obviously, that Dawn Lehman is not paying attention. Um, the view, the field of view is, hold on, scratch that. The field of view is like this, and across the street, and like, oops, and like this. But there's a wall down here. This is all wall, so that's the right part of the lens is picking this up, and it comes through. What we see is this. Okay, so you do not see these columns. You're not able to see these columns because there's a door here. There's a door there, and that door is obstructed. These columns at the right of that door, so that's all obstructed. Now I'll tell you where I'm going with this. And Dawn Lehman's latest collaboration with Miami Herald, she has the wall shearing, separating. I get this right? I'm in the wrong place. Yeah, I'm in the wrong place. Over here, let's see. I gotta clean that up. So here's the building face. So over here. Oh, okay, sorry. Apologies. Over here. Yeah, one more time. Okay, over here. Shearing off. They show the wall system, and then you got the wall flapped with the drop slab detail like that. Problem with that is there is rebar tied into this wall system over here, and it's in the way. It's conveniently in the way, so they just remove it. The rebar doesn't exist, and all of a sudden you're able to get this flap without the action or interaction of this wall. I'll prove my statement in a minute, and then I'll do another reveal in this video of data for you guys to work with. In this one, it says the Herald compared the column visibility in Sacramento video, in the ladies Sacramento, and whatever, Adriana's video, I think it is, to try to pinpoint the location of the debris and determine the extent of the initial deck collapse. Well, this is not visible. All right, so not visible. There's a door here, and these columns behind the door. So this is madness to even put that in the image. It's madness. Now they took some more liberty and added this as supposedly where a column is supposed to be, and then the other column is here. They're taking liberty to add those. Again, the problem is the mapping, as I showed you guys in a previous video, that the column is way back here behind the doors. It's not even. It wouldn't even be here. It'd be over here. And that camera view angle is this, right? That's the right of the camera, and it's way over here is the other side, other end of the camera view. But this wall system here just simply blocks that angle. So this is in the planter box. That's about right. What appears to be a planter box. I will get down to the water and again, not just yet. All right, so you can see here is she's on top of the deck, but the column. This is the column. This is literally where the column is. There is no column over here. All right, there is no column over here as far as being next to that line, the same line. This is the column line. You're looking at it. No ifs, ands, or buts. Not visible, okay? Not visible. Let's go back to her image again. Not visible. There's the door. You can't see it. There's no angle shot that she took. Not visible. There's a door in the way. All right, so let's go to this part is wrong because the mama bear met him at the door and told him let's go. And this one they have both of them leaving the room and running down. Let's see. Let's go up. Let's go up a little bit. There they are running. The two characters that they use here, and they run out up here. But that's not true. The mom comes back to meet them at the door. This they have them doing that. So, details matter. And when it's I know Dawn Lehman said that she's you can't trust the guy Papa Bear, Papa Smurf. She's right about that. But she also so she's fair game. In other words, we're all fair game in this to challenge each other. But she's fair game with the narrative there. Now, she should have made sure or had editorial rights to this if her name's going to go on it. And if your name's going to go on it, you need to have editorial rights because it looks like you're supporting whatever's being stated here. And if you don't have editorial rights, you need to be able to pull your name off. But it seems like her name being on this is more important than anything if you ask what it presents. Now, this is where she claims that the wall separated and started here on K. KLM started here on this wall in another image. I'm going to blow your mind with this one in a minute, but let's just scroll back. Well, I think I'm done with this actually, because I wanted to show you that the wall was number one where they point into the wall. It's the wrong damn wall. Okay, let's go to the wall. Before I do that, let's look at this. Let's just profile this a little bit. So just profile it, and then let's call it the one plane of break right over there, pretty clean, and then down to the middle butterfly here, this section here. Okay, now let's stop that. Let's move it over. Let's profile it again. I'm purposely holding off part of that screen there. Let's profile it right over to there. Okay. Well, can we prove that line? Okay, let's zoom out. Let's zoom over. Let's zoom in. There is my deck ledge that I talk about that Dawn Lehman has it just pivoting from against the wall, off the wall there. But wait a minute, and I stated that I said, nope, in previous videos, about 4 or 5 videos ago, I said, look, the ledger is there. It's a wall there. Their system doesn't make sense. This wall, this floor, this patio's here. This patio is in line with where the cars were at one time, right here. These vehicles were up here. This is a railing right here, still attached. Okay, what do you notice? What do you notice there? Oh, shoot. Did I just end the video? No, I didn't. Okay, good. So what do you notice there? Whoop, whoop. It's ramped up. So now, let's go ahead and move this butterfly over to there as our point. Right there. Let's delete that and let's go ahead and look at it. You see how it's the direction change going limping back up? So right here, see it ramp back up? Now let's consider the building falling on it. This shear wall system from the other part of the building falling on it, causing that. Well, it didn't make it over there, and our debris over here is pretty light. Pretty light in materials for a bump. All right, so there's parking there. No, this is the walkway below take note right here. That's the walkway below where the lady from the garage video walks down. So the cars are underneath for this one, and thereabouts over here. That's the way I triangulate it. And so you see that right here is our fracture. Our change of direction is here. That puts our line out here. Consistently out there all the way over. So keep track of that. So let's pinpoint it up in the right corner there. And then we pinpoint it and parallel the planer box. Let's show you what I mean. So we pinpoint it, then parallel the planer. This is the planer box. Let's parallel that, and we pinpoint out here somewhere. And let's just conversion line that a little bit. Okay. So now that's in front of our box. Our planer box is here. I'm letting the data just fall where it is. I'm not being so what I'm doing is doing this live with you. So I'm not using confirmation bias because you're hearing it live as I'm doing that part of the analysis for you on this one. I've looked at it from other angles. It could be a subconscious confirmation of bias, but this would allow, if you remove this, this wasn't here. This wasn't here, right? This is the building that collapsed. Before that, we had a video. And therein lies our line. Wait a minute. It's just about in line with the outside of the M. This fracture lines up just about with the whole column line there. So let's go ahead and delete that. So that means we would extrapolate that our primary fracture. Okay, so remember I said a drape. I've always told you, talk to you guys about a drape. So now we have our butterfly down, up, the punching action, and there's our drape. And then the drape would look like that. And you see it's still connected there. And then this last bit, this wall system here, is part of the opposite end of that drape. Remember, the wall is considered much more an infinite system where it will not show deflection. Initial failure. We don't show deflection. You got some pushing and pulling of the wall system because it was anchored here, and this fracture again is there about the planer box. That takes about 4 feet. If you do your math, this is roughly center line, this and the fracture of here. So we got our symmetry a bit, but then here's our drape down, up, drape down, and then drape back up again. But here is a patio, so the patio here allows for the separation. Remember, the patio's anchored with L type anchors into there, so they're also a core sample that shows that it's not structurally sound at those locations. So that allows our separation, and our camera person film through here. Okay, so just so you know, in policing and things like that, you can use man and woman inversely. They're the same. It's person, man, human. So so not woman, rather man, human. So look, so this is again, this is okay. This is that one. So now I wanted to show you more, but in this video, I think I'll keep it short. I want to show you more on the fracture. I wanted to show you something else. So what was it? See, it's in my folders here, and I don't want to dive into the other folders. So I'm going to just do another video for you. But as I talk about that, let me do that. As I talk about that reverse drape going down this direction and then back up, of course the building collapsed here, but there's part of a drape and back up as the impact. But this would be here, right? You would simply figure that one out on your own. Here's also the face of the building, right about there. right about there. I should see K back here somewhere. So and then here's this guy. The plant just rotated over the column, not the column rotated, but it's just the planter box rotated over. Um, oh, I think I could probably get you a little bit of it here. I'll give you a teaser. This fracture. That's my teaser for you. These two fractures. Let's get rid of it. Those two fractures give you a little more of a teaser. A little more of a teaser. Okay. These are clues I'm giving you. And the vehicle planes. What else was it? One more. I wanted to give you one from the other angle, darn it. I really did. It was a couple of things that I wanted to give you. I wanted to tease you about my column idea again because it's one of my clues. And this over here. Oops. Let's see if I can undo that. This over there. Remember this had L. And it was like that. Like that. And they went out. There is a 20-foot extension, which puts it in line with here. The rebar, the steel, I think it's temperature steel on that one for keeping everything stable, if you will. It was the punching one I wanted to show you. Let's see if I can get lucky and get you that one. And I want something else to think about. I guess I shouldn't mix it with this video. I don't think so. I think I better not, because it's worth its own, and it's good data for you to process. But when this little lady went down, I want to show you something here. When this went down right here and came across the shearing action, that's the plane of it. But it's right about in line with the plane of the building, isn't it? But remember, the building's pretty clean, the rebar there. This rebar is here. This is what I'm trying to give you clues. I'm trying to show you, let you extrapolate. Take note. I want you to extrapolate this to what? Come on, guess it. I'm pointing arrows towards it. Extrapolate this failure of the deck being able to hold onto the wall here, and extrapolate this section over here. All of this. All the way down, that whole part that's in plane there. That the tugging action pulled it away from the wall because that's the direction it was being pulled from. The other one was lateral, so this is being pulled. This is being pulled, right? Pulled, tugged, tug, being pulled. Come here, tug. This one was a cross shearing action, all right? Cross shearing action when it came. And it was more like, so this one was this side. So it was more like that than back up. So you can see that the shearing action presented like that what's ever left there. And you can see the mirror side of it on the ground. But that was this direction, crossing it. But reality, it was a push-pull thing. It was being held on by, let me see if I can delete that. Held on by this side, was holding it. And as this went down, it tore, but it had to make it past the plane of the building here. And it didn't have it wasn't pulling it wasn't pulling from this wall. It was not pulling from that wall, okay? Pulling. It was not pulling from that wall, or it would have pulled it out. So it was not pulling from that wall. So that tells you the direction of pulling is off the other wall and off of this plane here. All right, so this was the resistance. This was an anchor wall. So let's call this an anchor wall. and the other one was an anchor wall. Incidentally, I think a lot of engineers here I'm watching, reading, and everything else doesn't understand a two-way slab is not like Josh describes under tension like this. All right, two-way slab would be tension if you're going to think of it that way, as he's trying to describe it. Well, don't forget, it's a two-way slab. So it would have cross tension here also. Not just one under cross tension, all these would be under cross tension in his theoretical tight wire thing that you guys will fall for, that smoke and mirror stuff. All right, I can have some fun too, guys. You don't know, I control the best people. I control the best person. Control with the best. I can show up at a job site and act so stupid, like people look at me like, oh my gosh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh, I enjoy that sometimes. I can really come there and look at it and go, wow, that is, so I can look at a saw and pretend like it's the first time I'm seeing a saw. Wow, I'm in the office all day. That's what they look like. My gosh, wow, those things will cut you up. How do you stop them cutting your fingers? Oh my gosh, they're so scary. I sell that stuff just like an actor. You should see the people's face. And I'm like, can I try it? Can I try it? And then, or chainsaw, anything else. Oh gosh, I control with the best of them. I can play stupid with the best of them. With this, I was so going to make a troll video and have fun, but it turns out I don't have to because, well, Josh beats me to it with the tight wire rope thing. I mean, I couldn't top that one. My amygdala wouldn't let me call this a tight wire. Sorry, guys, I couldn't do that. But this is a two-way slab system. The tension is in two directions. It's always stressed in multiple directions. Interesting so I'm playing with some theoretical models right now, and I'm really working I didn't know I could do that. The ACI code. And I'm trying to see the offset of 10%, 20% max. And what's so interesting is that if we load this from the middle, and it's a two-way slab, let's just call it a two-way reinforced slab, two-directional. And let's have a little fun. This is 10 foot, and I'm going to end this with this, 10 foot by 10 foot. Loading the center automatically makes these 45 degrees. Very interesting. Very interesting. But now the over here, and so my loading is 45 degrees, but if you go out to 2 by 1, it changes to what? What does it change to? Having a little fun with that. So pretend like you've got a 20 foot by 10 foot slab. What does the center point, this angle, change to? This one. So they're stating that a 10 by 10 behaves the same as a 20 by 10. You allow 2-to-1 ratio on a two-way slab, ACI 1979 plus. So that's very interesting, but you're not allowed to deviate from these columns no more than 10 degrees offset and no more than 20 degrees in a total triangular array. Rectangular array. Gosh darn it, if I say triangular array one more time, I'm sorry, I just keep doing that. I'm not trolling on that one now. That one's just me screwing up. So I want you to think about what we just went through in this video, how it drapes up, and then here's your drape down. There's your planter box right here. This is the one that was on outside K and 11. This is a K and L. This is L. That's K. And remember, right here is the head of correction. It's a column, goes up, K column of the building. And delete and zoom in. You see the little head on it? That is K column. Now, I don't see the stirrup behavior there. It's like it just fracture free. That's what I'm saying, that I don't see where all the stirrups are here. And what are the odds that they all just popped off right at each one of these joints? That would have made this building behave differently. Here's the crack coming this way. The upside of that drape talk about. And then we have, this is exaggerated with the railing there, but in our photographic view. But I just showed you how it goes down and up. Now, someone asked me to talk about that. Hopefully this will address what you wanted me to talk about, the wall system. But I hope I gave away even more in this one. The, maybe, let me look at these images. Maybe I can reveal my downloads. I don't think I can do that. Okay, let's give a shot at it. So that one we went over already. This one we're here from this angle right here. You can't see the ledger wall to the right, but you see the vehicles are in plane. You notice that the railing is still up, as I've told you about. It's a little bit of missing railing right here. There's a separation here. This tells you about how the failure mode was on that one. Disregard the flap there. It just means where the moment was to flip it over. Now put that back in place and tell me where it lines. Does it line right up here? Some people like to put it underneath the box. Okay. So this is a railing system that's down there in the hole there. Don't get too excited about that, okay? The jealous wall has spoken. It has one more little couple things I can do, one more video on it, but it's pretty much spoken now. It has its attention. The zoom in shot of that was your railing system. And the fracture again, we have the 1 foot 6, that's 19 inches. So that's 1 foot 7, 19-inch hole opening there. We have the integral slab with the top of the wall system there. At this point, we got fire hoses here on the deck and everything, so a lot of this has been corrupted data that I won't try to evaluate, like the trash can location. This is that image there. Why do I have this image up for you? Railing, so railing pivot point, this is separate from here, separated from there, so it tells you the moment was down here. The force was on this end, that end, but up here, sorry, this end, and that caused that to separate the connection from up here. Still connected here. Okay, so you have your direction. When this came down, this could have moved this whole planter box in. When this one came down, it could have displaced this planter box and the railing and all. So I can't give a yay nay on that one. Where the hell is the other one? I think I screenshotted it. I think it's a screenshot. I'm looking for now. Cars under there. There's the butterfly action I talk about. That goes across, back up, and then there's your return back down. I think it's a screenshot. Screenshots. Where are you, screenshots? Looks like we don't get that screenshot after all. Shoot, really? It was today. Just a few minutes ago. Great. Oh well. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I guess I didn't take it. It was just going to be a screenshot of this, that ledger system. Over here, I'm going to end the video now, but this right here, showing you it's in line there. Our anchor points here. Our tugging is that direction, downwards, that direction, coming across. As you notice, it's not tugging this direction. It didn't pull away from this wall. So now you see tugging is this direction and this direction. This is the verification of the yeah, I'm trying to tap and bring it. I guess I won't. The butterfly. All right, I've been holding that out, but now I'm not holding it out. So you see that your moment is again there, 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 and back up. That's the line plane, your anchor points, your shear plane across there, and your other anchor point being there about there, creating that tugging action and fracture and failure as we observe. All right, love you guys. End of story.